everyone, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today I'll be taking a look at this Ultraman Ultra Heroes Mook with Zoffy Crystal. This came out, I believe, a couple weeks ago in Japan. You can see right here on the cover it is about $10, $9.99, 999 yen. And you get this little, they call it a Mook. A Mook is a combination of a magazine and a book. It's kind of like an activity book for kids. It's got mazes, coloring portions, things like that. And then it comes with this little Zoffy crystal, which obviously can be used in all of the crystal gimmicks for Rube. So we'll take a look at that in a minute, but I'm going to put that off to the side. We'll take a quick look at this. Definitely not as involved as like the Telebi magazine we took a look at a couple days ago. This just has kind of a couple pictures and things, and then some activities and stuff. Like you can see here, I think this is like match up the shapes to their two attacks down in the bottom there. And you can see, here's a picture of Ultraman. I'm really surprised we haven't seen Ultraman in the show yet. Usually, like, base combination is always Ultraman and somebody. So then you have another activity here, which I'm guessing this is a maze. This looks to also be some kind of maze. And this is just a cool picture, I think. Got some forms of Orb and Jeed and a couple other Ultramen in there. Very cool. This is Tiga doing some kind of monsters in the eggs guessing or matching them up or something like that. This is some kind of game with a shape that very closely resembles the Autobot symbol in my opinion. But you can see Zero and Victory doing something there. And then we got a Match the Faces game, another maze. So you guys get the idea. I'm going to page through this pretty quick here. Some kind of picture matching, another maze, I think, or trace the lines. Another matching game, another maze. I love mazes. I think this is a pick the differences. You know, match the two. Look at the two pictures like in Highlights magazine. How many differences between the two pictures? So. Oh, and then here's all the answers. Don't look at the answers. Don't cheat. So anyway, yeah, it's fun. I mean, obviously when I buy these things, I don't buy it for the magazine. I buy it for the accessory, but, you know, they're nice. They're kind of cool. I'm sure kids get a kick out of them. I mean, hey, these kids on the cover look like they're having a blast. So now that we're done looking at this, let's go ahead and check out the Zoffy crystal. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pop this open. Now I don't know if there's going to really be anything I have to put together. How do I open this? Apparently I have to figure out how to open it. There we go, okay. For a second I thought that was a closed seam. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, so there really is nothing to put together. I kind of didn't think there would be, because I didn't really know how that was going to work. I didn't know what kind of assembly they wanted me to do for these, so I'm kind of relieved that there really isn't any assembly. Now I'm wondering if these will have springs or not. It's pretty much the only thing I can think of. No, they do. They still have springs. I was trying to conjecture what would be the difference between a deluxe crystal and, say, a candy toy or gashapon. And not having springs was kind of the only thing I could think of. Maybe the holograms aren't as sparkly or something like that. I mean, that's really all I could think of. But this seems to be pretty standard here. So here is Ultraman Zoffy. If you would like to do the Rosso configuration. There you go. And then pop these back down and do the blue configuration. So very cool. I'm really happy that, you know, the Gashapon candy toys are pretty much very, very similar to the deluxes, which is nice. Because if there's a release like, say, the Sluggers or something, for example, you don't really want them, but you want the Zero crystal. If you find Zero in a candy toy or Gashapon release, it's probably going to be pretty similar. So, very nice. Let's go ahead and check this guy out in the Rube Gyro. Alright, so we'll start with the Rosso configuration, although I strongly suspect it's not going to matter. So it says Zoffy. So, unfortunately, very generic sound there. Same kind of generic sound. Going to pop this off, and we'll try the blue configuration. So same generic sound, it doesn't really matter which of the two you pick. So it's kind of a bummer. I mean, I like the Rube Gyro and I really like the crystals and I want to track them all down and collect them, but it's very discouraging. I mean, at least it does say the name of the Ultraman, it does say Zoffy, but then you just get kind of a generic sound. Like, you could at least, like, say Zoffy, make the weird sound, fine. Then when I do the second one, you should say the name of his attack. And then make the weird sound again if you want. That's fine. But there should be at least like one more sound tied to these than just the name of the Ultraman. Now, I'm not even going to bother to show you this with the Slugger because it's not one of the like 6 pre-approved ones. So all it says is Rube Slugger attack, which is the generic sound it says for any crystal that's not Taro, Ginga, Tiga, X, 7, and I forget what the last one is, but 0, I think. So basically, it doesn't have any unique sounds in that. So that's pretty much it. Sadly, it doesn't do a whole lot. But I'm going to take the Rube Gyro out of here for a second. I'll bring the magazine back in. I mean, it's really up to you. This is going to be one of those ones where I definitely think your mileage is going to vary, because if you don't care, you know, about tracking down every single one of these, and honestly, I don't blame you. If they made more sounds, I would want to collect them all, and I'm still going to get a bunch of these most likely, but I'm really not going to break my back. Ones I can get fairly easily without effort, you know, buying them on HLJ, buying them on Amazon Japan, which is where I got this set. I'll totally pick them up, and because I like them, I like collecting them. I think aesthetically they look fun. But any kind of candy toy or Gachapon ones that I have to like go on Buyee or track down or overpay for, I don't think I'm going to bother, because it's just the functionality is so limited. Like, I love aesthetically the crystal. I think it's very fun. I love that it has the 2 different modes. I think that's really fun. But literally the only sound this thing gets out of the Rube Gyro is Zoffy, its own name. There's no attack sound. There's no fun jingle or any, like, just something. I mean, some of them do. Like, Jeed Primitive has kind of his jingle, which is kind of neat. So I appreciate that. But a lot of these, and especially the kaiju ones, very, very basic sounds. So again, if you can get this for an easy price, you know, or decent price, easy price, a fairly decent price, I think it's worth picking it up because it's a nice looking crystal. But I mean, adult collectors are not really going to care about this magazine, you know, unless you love mazes. You love mazes? You love matching games? By all means, have a ball. This thing's chock full of them, and they look great. But I think if you're basically just buying this for this crystal and its functionality is fairly limited, you could probably easily pass on this. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.